So what is so let us go with the overview of the Fusion. So the Fusion is a cloud ERP, and is a cloud ERP actually, and it's a new kind of ERP solution or ERP software. So, Sandeep, are you able to hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right, sir. I think you might have joined through mobile, right?
Right.
Right, sir. Thank you. So the Fusion is so we are just started, Sandeep. So you didn't miss anything. So let us continue, sir. So the Fusion is a totally a new ERP that was introduced by Oracle, that was given by Oracle, that was developed by Oracle. So how they have developed? So why they have developed? So it is a new way of doing business, and nowadays everyone is looking for cloud-based services. So now the cloud business is getting more and more. So to keep that in mind, Oracle has designed one ERP software to compete the ERPs which are there in cloud, to compete with the softwares which are there in cloud. So this is one of the earliest cloud ERP that was introduced in the market, which will work on cloud basis. And yes, sir. Any questions from anyone? Okay. So Amit, can you please enable mute? And Sunil, can you please enable mute? Or Pasha, can you please enable mute? Yeah. Thank you. So Fusion ERP is to achieve the business, to grab the business in the cloud side. And the second thing is Oracle decided want to give the best ERP in every point. So take the reporting. So they want to give the best reporting tools in a single solution ERP. Financials, they want to give the best solution financials, and procurement, supply chain management, HCM, and CRM. Take any product, they want to be the best one in the market. So such kind of ERP they want to develop. So the way so the Fusion ERP is one of the ERP that was developed by Oracle to achieve these two objectives only. One is cloud-based services, cloud-based business, and the second one is best ERP to give to the customers. So to achieve these two objects, Oracle has introduced Fusion. So how they have developed to achieve the best features? So see, Oracle EBS is known for financials. In the same way, the JD Edwards is a king in the manufacturing. In the same way, PeopleSoft is a king in the HCM. So like that, they have bought every the best ERPs ever in the respective verticals, and they have taken the best features from each ERP, and they designed Fusion Cloud, and they have designed Fusion Cloud. So you can see Oracle Fusion Applications is a ERP software which is a complete set of business applications. It is not a part and parcel, and it is a complete set of business applications having in a single ERP suite. So if you take a single suite, you will find all kind of applications. You need not to go for any third-party solution. Say, for example, if you go for Salesforce, Salesforce also is a cloud-based ERP only, but it does not have all applications. And the Salesforce is only for CRM modules. If you want to financials and if you want to track anything, you have to buy some other third-party tool which is there in the cloud, and you have to do the integration. Whereas Fusion Cloud is not like that. It's a complete set of ERP solution for a particular business you take. It will give you all the set of solutions to do to maintain their records in the single ERP. So that is a kind of a cloud, Fusion Cloud, that was introduced by Oracle, and it has been built based on the best features of EBS, J2 Edwards, PeopleSoft, and Siebel CRM. So they have taken all these 4 applications or 4 software ERP softwares, and they have designed a Fusion Cloud. So that is a reason. If you are doing the transactions, or if you are processing some transactions in Fusion, for financial modules, you will find the flavor of ERP and the EBS module, EBS financials. You will find the flavor of EBS modules. The same way, if you're doing the manufacturing, you will find the flavor of JD Edwards. The same way, if you're doing the HCM, you will find the flavor of PeopleSoft. And if you're doing the sales, then you will find the flavor of Siebel and it. So like that. So the best features they have copied from each ERP, and they designed a Fusion and a Fusion Cloud or Fusion ERP. So this is about the Fusion, how they have introduced, how they have come to the solution. So any questions on this Fusion ERP overview? Sandeep, do you have any solution questions? Amit?
Yeah.
Tell me, Sandeep. Amit, tell me. Okay. Badray garu, Kotesh garu, Naveen garu, Pasha garu,
Yeah, go ahead.
and Akhil.
No, it's okay. No issue. No question.
No, you can carry on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So let us proceed for that then. So the next one is, so Oracle, so the best features they are giving, Andy, from each module. So then how about the reporting part? So nowadays, if you take any ERP, whether you are implementing EBS, whether you are implementing SAP, or whether you are implementing Microsoft, take any ERP, everyone is looking for reporting, how the software is going to provide the reporting solutions. So now let us see what all the reporting solutions are available in Fusion Cloud. So Oracle Fusion Applications also provides powerful reporting tools, which includes graphical reporting. So powerful reporting, which includes graphical reporting. So you can create a report in a tabular form, you can create, as well as you can create a report in a graphical representation as well. So you can have a cylinders, or you can have a pie charts, you can have a graphs, or you can have a line chart. So whatever the report model in a graphical representation, you can gather, you can prepare, or you can generate those reports in the cloud. And reporting tools which empowers the top management to take the business decisions. So they need not to convert the tabular data into the graphical representation for taking the decision. So Fusion application itself, it will give you the reports in a graphical representation, and following are the different reporting tools are available in Fusion Cloud. KPIs, key performance indicators, dashboards, and ad hoc reportings using a OBIA, and real-time reporting using OTBI, and Financial Reporting Studio FR reports, and Hyperion Smart Views. So these are the 6 reporting tools which are available in Fusion Cloud to do the reporting. But so ad hoc reporting using OBIA is not available in current versions only. In the current version, whatever is there, so OBIA is not available, and remaining all 5 reporting tools are there. And KPIs, key performance indicators, we will do in sales modules, and we'll use in sales modules and project modules only, but not in financial modules. In financial modules, KPIs will not be useful at all. So in financial modules, we are going to use the dashboards, real-time reporting using OTBI, and financial reporting, FR reports, Hyperion reporting, Smart Views. And these 4 reporting tools we are going to use and generate the reports, which is a powerful reporting tools or powerful reporting representation we can generate. And we are going to discuss all those 4 reporting tools, and we are not going to skip that, even though that is a technical part, but still we are going to discuss, because in Fusion, the technical scope is very less, and the technical people's scope is very less. So that is the reason we are going to discuss all those reporting tools also. Any questions now? in this reporting part? Amit, Sandeep, Naveen?
No, Vamshi. Nothing from my end.
Kotesh,
So do I need
Bhadrai garu, Kotesh garu.
No, Vamshi.
Naveen, your voice is breaking, Naveen.
No, Vamshi, go ahead.
Okay. So Naveen, your voice is breaking. If you don't mind, can you please type in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So Bhadragar, any questions from
do
your
we
side?
need to have any do we
Yeah,
need
tell
to
me,
have
Sandeep.
any prior do we need to have any prior experience on OBIE or maybe Hyperion to learn this fusion?
So not
What
required,
is
sir.
prerequisite?
Really to say, Sandeep, it is not required at all. I'm going to give you the guidance how to proceed on that. Okay.
Do I need to have any prior experience on EBS or any ERP systems to learn
So
fusion?
see, sir, if you say that, I say it would be good if you are having prior experience. Otherwise, I have to work. I have to change my way of teaching, so that the other person who is there, who is not having a background knowledge, so they also can understand. So, for whom you are asking, Sandeep?
No, I'm just checking on the prerequisite because I have ERP experience, but not extensive actually.
So Sandeep, what is your background? Just give me briefly explain about yourself. I'll help you. I'll guide
So
you.
I'm a PL SQL developer, and currently in current project I'm working on a little bit on financial modules. It's been like almost 6 months.
Okay. So do you know terminology, financial terminology such as expenses, losses, profits, and ledger, legal entity? Those terminology you might have known, right?
Yes.
That is fine, sufficient, sir, for me. That is sufficient for me. Don't worry about that.
So this course is more like functional or more technical?
This course is
Because
more functional, Andy. This course is more functional. There we are not, here we are not going to write any technical queries. Everything will be on functional side only. It's 100% functional, I can say.
And that is what is needed for Fusion, right? Oracle Fusion.
Right. That is what we need in Fusion, because the technical scope is very less in Fusion. Very, very less.
And one,
So it's, I can say it's just 5% of
last
technical
thing, what is
scope.
the version? Okay, and one last, like, what is the version that we are going to train? You're going to train
Sir,
it on?
the training will be done in R11 version, Andy, which is the latest version. From Oracle. So the next version is R12. So Oracle still did not release that R12 of Fusion, but presently the customers using release 11, Andy.
Got it. All right. Thank you very much for answering my question.
Right, sir.
Vamshi, Suresh here.
Tell me, Suresh.
Just asking, like, is this in version 11? We have other versions also?
No, so you mean to say 11.5.5 like that?
Something like that.
No,
releases.
no, sir. So Oracle is releasing them in full-fledged version such as R11. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So any other questions from anyone? Pasha Garu and Akil Garu.
No questions, sir. No question. From both of them, no questions, sir.
Okay. So thank you, friends. So Bhadragar, can I proceed? Any questions from your end?
No.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So now let us proceed, sir. So now how the Fusion implementation is going on. So the Fusion implementation can be done in two ways, Andy. So the Fusion applications we are going to implement in two ways. the Fusion solutions or Fusion releases will be done in two ways. And one is in-house implementation. In-house ane danikante kuda it's an on-premises implementation. One second, let me change it. It's an on-premises implementation. So on-premises implementation, another one is cloud implementation. And what is this on-premises implementation and cloud implementation? So let us keep the cloud implementation side, and the on-premises implementation is nothing but it's just like our EBS implementation. And so in EBS, what we used to do, we used to buy the servers and we used to install the application and we used to maintain our servers. We can bounce our servers. We are going to have a total 100% access of our own servers. So the same way, the Fusion also can be implemented on your own servers, and whatever the changes that you want, you can do. Whatever the customizations that you want, you can do on the on-premises servers. Whereas in cloud servers is nothing but cloud servers is something like Oracle is going to maintain the servers. And you need not to buy the servers. Oracle is going to maintain the servers, and you have to go and buy the space from the Oracle. You need to go and buy the space from the Oracle to use that application from Oracle. So you need to pay the amount for using the space of the servers. That's it. If you pay that, that's fine. So you can use the cloud ERP and you can start doing the entering the transactions and everything in it. So here you need not to pay license cost. Here you need not to pay license cost of the database, license cost of the application, and you need not to pay servers cost. So the total capital expenditure will be reduced. And capital expenditure, the total capex expenses of the implementation of a cloud for the customer will be removed, and everything will be maintained by the Oracle. We have to pay a rent amount for every month. We have to pay the rent amount to the Oracle. That's it. Either every month or every year. If you are paying that, that's it. You can use the application. So this is a cloud implementation, and this is how the cloud implementation means. Is that clear? Any questions?
Vamsi Suresh here.
Tell me, Suresh.
So it's about implementation, right? So if I understand rightly, on-premises means customer has to take up their own setups, and cloud means it's already being
No,
set up.
not that one, sir. Not that one. So
Okay.
on-premises means the customer has to buy the servers and everything, and so anyway, either it is a cloud or on-premises, we have to do the setups according to our business. But so in on-premises, we have to buy servers, and we have to buy license from Oracle, and we have to get it installed, and we have to do all the setups manually and we have to maintain our servers. Whereas cloud is nothing but cloud is everything will be maintained by the Oracle. We have to do the setups and we have to start using them. That's it.
Okay.
Right. So any other questions from anyone? Okay. So
in this training, are we going to use on-premises or
no, sir, cloud one, Sandeep. So we are going to use the cloud version, which has been implemented in our servers.
Okay.
In our servers, we have implemented cloud version of the application. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, sir. From the customer point of view, sir, what is the benefit for on-premises and the cloud? So the first one is capital expenditure will be reduced, and second one is you need not to be connecting the LAN network, and you need not to be connected in the LAN network because on-premises you have to connect in the LAN network, then only you can access the application. Whereas cloud is not like that. You can access from anywhere, from any device. And the third one is you will be in the most updated version. And in on-premises, it is not like that. You have to apply patches and you have to upgrade yourself. But Cloud is not like that. So at any point of time, whenever the Oracle is releasing new releases, so the application is going to be updated by the new release, and you will be at every point of time you will be on the latest version of the application. So that is the most benefit from the for the cloud version to the customers. Is that clear? Right. So the next version, next let us proceed further. And what are all the applications we are having in the cloud, Andy? What are all the applications we are having? So Oracle Fusion applications, we are going to have financial management, HCM human capital management, PPM project portfolio management, procurement and supply chain management, GRC governance, risk and compliance, and CRM customer relationship management. These are the different applications are available in Fusion Cloud, Andy. So Suresh Garu, for your information, PPM is nothing but project portfolio management. And in EBS, whatever Oracle projects is there, everything will be covered under PPM and project portfolio management. Is that clear?
Yep.
Right. So financial management.
And procurement is not part of SCM?
Sir?
Procurement is not part of SCM?
Right, sir. It is not part of in Fusion Cloud. In Fusion, procurement and SCM as separated. And procurement deals with the purchasing and procurement contracts and procurement and I forgot some more only. So one more, PIM, product information management. So that part will be taken care by the procurement, whereas SCM will cover manufacturing, inventory, order management, everything will be covered by SCM. Is that clear, Sandeep?
What is GRC?
Governance, risk and compliance, and it is a kind of audit tool, I can say. It's a kind of audit tool. Okay.
See, right now all the modules are there, Namaz.
So in Fusion Cloud, all these applications are there, and in Fusion Cloud, all these applications are there.
Right now. Okay.
And right now, in the current release, I'm talking about in the current release. And we are implementing now in my current project, we are implementing financial management, human capital management, project portfolio management, procurement, and supply chain management. All these 5 applications we are implementing for our customer. Right now, the present project that I am working, I'm implementing all these 5 applications we are implementing.
Yeah. One more one. See, actually, you said for cloud, right? Cloud is common for all. The server is one.
Right. Server is one, and this server is one. But from that server, Oracle, what it will do is they will manage the space, and they will manage the space. Say, for example, the server is, let's assume, the server is a 100 TB server. Just assume. In that 100 TB server, what it will do is 50 TB server will assign to one customer, and 50 TB server will assign to another customer. And in that 50 TB, Oracle will install the Fusion applications and will give access to that 50 TB server access to you.
The server access means separate setups will be there for each client, right?
For each client, they are going to have separate setups, but we are going to share the server only, hardware only we are going to share, but not the software.
Yeah, because one client needs one requirement, it depends, right?
Right. Right. But so as we are using under the same server, Oracle is not going to allow to do any customizations. So you cannot create a new column, or you cannot create a new table, or you cannot create a new process. So that kind of customizations are restricted in some extent.
Means you need to use only standard functionality.
Right. We need to use the standard functionalities. If you want to have anything, you have to do it externally and integrate that to the Fusion Cloud. So integrations, inbound and outbound is possible, Andy. With the Fusion versions, any kind of versions, either inbound or outbound is possible, and reporting customizations are possible. Form personalizations are possible. Form personalizations means field hiding and showing a specific field or hiding a column, that is possible, but not form customizations and form personalizations and process flow creations is not possible.
What are the screens? Front end screens is the OF pages or
All of them are ADF pages, not OAF. Okay.
Yes.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah.
Right, Naveen. So thank you, friends. So let us proceed. So now let us go. So as this class is related to financial management, let us get into the financial management. So what all the modules are there in financial management? So we are going to have general ledger, accounts payable, asset management, payments and collections, accounts receivables, cash and expense management. These are the 7 applications, 7 modules we are going to discuss. Along with these 7 modules, we are going to discuss tax management and advanced global intercompany and global consolidation, all type of reporting tools we are going to discuss. Any questions on this? Right, sir. Now let us proceed further. So this is a project portfolio management summary, and what all the modules are there in project portfolio management. So I think Suresh Gar, I think it would be useful for you. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this. So these are the modules are there in project portfolio management.
Okay.
Project costing, project billing, project contracts, project performance reporting, project contracts, project execution management is nothing but project management, project integration gateway. So if you are done, let me know. We will proceed further, sir.
Vamshi,
Tell me, Suresh.
I just heard in this project portfolio management we have project financials and project execution, and in project execution it covers the project management.
Right, sir. See, the total project portfolio modules will be divided into 2 only. One is project financial management and project execution management. So in project finance management, we are going to cover project costing, billing, project controls, and project contracts. All these things will be, all these 4 will be covered by project financial management, and project execution management will cover performance reporting, resource management, project management.
Yeah. Okay.
Shall we proceed? Right, sir. So let us proceed further. And now, so I just tried to give some differentiations between EBS versus Fusion because so as you people are related to EBS financials, so I just tried to compare the EBS and Fusion financials. So let's see. So EBS and in EBS we have to do the product specific setups. So say for example, if you want to do the payable setups, you have to go to the payables responsibility, or you have to go to the user where the payables responsibility was assigned. And the same way, if you want to do the GL setups, you have to go to the GL responsibility or the user to whom you assign the GL responsibility, setup responsibility. Whereas in Fusion, it is not like that. And all the setups will be under one roof. That we call it as a financial reporting. That we call it a central place to enter all setups across the products. And so whatever the products that you are implementing or that you want to implement, everything we are going to do under one central place, under one roof will be there. And that we call it as a functional setup manager, FSM, functional setup manager. So that is the central place to do all setups. And that is the central place to do all the setups, whether it is a procurement, financials, PPM, CRM, take anything. So that is the only place, central place where we are going to do all setups. Is that clear? And second one is no sequential listing of setup task list. Say for example, if you take EBS, so what should be the first setup that you need to do? No one knows. So what should be the prerequisites for creating the ledgers? So Oracle does not give you, EBS does not give you that prerequisite information. Whereas if you come to the Fusion, the setup task list was created, the setups were created in a list in such a way that what is the first one that you need to complete and what is the second one. The priority wise, the sequentially, all the setups were placed, and you can see for every setup, you can see what is the prerequisite. If there is any prerequisite setups that are required, you can see what is the list of prerequisite setups that you need to complete to perform the specific setup. So that kind of information is there in Fusion Cloud. And the third one is no ability to assign the tasks and monitor the progress. Say for example, in EBS, say for example, in financial modules, if there are 4 people are there or 3 people are implementing financial modules, and what the person A has to complete, what activities the person B needs to complete, what activities that person C needs to complete, you cannot track them in the EBS applications only. You have to track them as a separate Excel utility, or you have to get it noted in an Excel and you have to track them. Whereas in Fusion, all of the setup task list you can assign to an implementation user, and you can track what is the state of each task, whether he has been completed, whether he is facing any errors, or whether he is facing it is in progress. So such kind of tracking, and you can give the due dates. You can provide the due date of the task, by what time that needs to be complete. So all that kind of tracking we can do in the application directly. You need not to use any Excel sheet. And the final one, the next one is no ability to copy the setup. Say for example, EBS we are implementing in UAT instance, and the setups that are there, approved setups in UAT, I want to move them to production. So you have to copy them individually, one by one setup you have to copy in EBS. Whereas if you come to the Fusion, all the setups can be copied from one instance to another instance, from UAT to production, or from development to UAT, from production to another test instance. So you can copy all the setups from one instance to another instance without copying the transactional data. You need not to copy the transactional data. You need not to copy the transactional. Only the setup data can be export and import from one instance to another instance. Is that clear? And there is a limited reporting on the limited setup data. So there is no extensive reporting available in Fusion Cloud, in EBS Cloud, ABS. Whereas if you come to the Fusion Cloud, for every setup that you are performing, or for every seeded setup that is there in the application, you can generate the report. You can generate the report in Fusion Cloud. Any questions on this slide? Okay, so let us proceed further. So friends, if you want to take the screenshot, you can take if you want, otherwise not required. So if you want, please take the screenshot. Yeah, tell me, Pasha.
Any differences between Fusion and SAP regarding implementation, cost?
Sir, I never worked on the SAP, sir. I have seen the screens, but never worked on the SAP. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, let us proceed further. So, EBS, setup data cannot be shareable across the BUs, across the operating units. So, say for example, sir, what is meant by sharing of the setup data? Say for example, payment terms. So there will be some specific setups are there, and some specific setups are there which you need not to create for every operating unit in Fusion. You can share the same setups across the multiple business units in Fusion Cloud, which is not there in EBS. Example payment terms are the transaction types. So these are the two examples. So the reference data can be shared. So the reference data is nothing but some specified or designated setup data can be shared across the BUs and across the BUs. BUs is nothing but operating units. And responsibility. There is no responsibilities concept in Fusion Cloud and all of them we call them as a roles and the role-based access controls. We call it as a role-based access controls, RBAC. So, and these roles will be generated by the system automatically. You need not to generate them manually. And say, for example, if you are creating a new business unit, you have to create all responsibilities in EBS. And whereas in Fusion, so when you create a business unit, system will automatically create the roles in the business unit context. Whatever the roles are available, system will automatically create all the roles. And is that clear? And the business group term has got changed to enterprise, and establishment term has got changed to legal reporting unit, and operating unit term changed to business unit, and these are the some differences. And is that clear or not? Right. The last in this slide is there is no spreadsheet tools are available. And say, for example, if you want to create some setup data, you have to go to the specific form. You have to create it in EBS. Whereas in Fusion Cloud, there are multiple setups that you can load using an Excel utility, using an Excel sheets. So that we call it as a integrated spreadsheets to upload all via all setups via functional setup manager. And functional setup manager through we are going to load all setup data using a spreadsheet loads. So these are the some other differences between EBS versus Fusion. If you want, you can take the screenshot. Okay, so let us proceed further. And in EBS, the chart of accounts contains everything, and such as segment creation and qualifiers assignment and value sets assignments for each segment. Everything we are going to do at a single setup called chart of accounts. Whereas in Fusion, that chart of accounts has been divided into two. One is we call them as a chart of account structure and structure instance. We call it as a structure and structure instance. What is the business requirement? Why they have divided like this? We'll see in the regular classes. And second one is second difference is one balancing segment only available in EBS, whereas in Fusion Cloud you can designate up to 3 segments as a balancing segments, and the up to 3 segments as a balancing segments. So in Fusion Cloud, and you can balance your journal up to 3 segments. If it is not balancing, system will generate a intercompany journal, and intercompany journal will be created by the system automatically if it is not balanced by any one of the balancing segment. And segment qualifier, the term has got changed to segment label in Fusion Cloud, and hierarchy setting. If you come to the EBS, the account hierarchies, we are going to create the account. So the account hierarchy that we are creating, you cannot change. If you are changing the account hierarchy, automatically the old hierarchy will be overridden. If you come to the Fusion Cloud, there is a date effective hierarchies that you can create, and you can use the hierarchies for different purposes. You can use in Fusion Cloud. Sorry. And segment value securities, the security rules we are going to define at the segment level and a segment level in EBS, whereas the security rules will be enabled at a secure. Sir, someone has got disconnected. Pashagar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So the security rules will be defined at a value set level and in Fusion Cloud. So in EBS, we are going to define them at a segment level, whereas in Fusion Cloud, we are going to define them at a value set level. What is the use? What is the benefit? So we will discuss that in the regular classes. And the balances. The balances for each combination will be stored in a table, and that we call it as a relational balances in EBS, balances stored in tables, whereas in Fusion Cloud the balances will be stored in the multi-dimensional balances cube, and we call it as an SBase cube. What is the use of SBase cube? We'll see in the regular classes how it is going to be used. So that we will see in the regular classes. Okay, and when it is going to be updated, everything we will discuss in the regular class. Okay, these are the some more differences in EBS to Fusion, and some more differences are there, and I have defined some more differences as well. So I'll once you are done, let me know. We will go to that as well. Any questions on this? Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry. And the final one is the mass allocations, recurring journals, and auto allocations are available in EBS. Whereas this mass allocations, recurring journals, and auto allocations will be taken care by the Hyperion Calculation Manager. We call it as a Hyperion Calculation Manager, which is a graphical tool that can be defined very easily in Fusion Cloud. So we'll see how it is going to be used. Okay, and WebADI spreadsheet integrations are available in EBS, whereas the same WebADI sheets but we call them as a ADFDI. So application development framework desktop integration. That is the technology, the description of the ADFDI, application development framework desktop integration. So that type of spreadsheets are available to do the to integrate the data into the Fusion Cloud. So these are the key differences between EBS to Fusion, and in the regular classes we will see the module wise differences. So say for example GL. So if you are going to if we are discussing the GL, what is the differences in the GL perspective? If you are going to the payables, what is the differences in payables perspective? So like that we are going to see the module wise differences when in the regular classes. This is a high level differences in Fusion Cloud versus EBS. Any questions, please let me know.
Okay, sir.
So these are the topics that we are going to discuss, and the high level topics, and the detailed level of topics will be shared by the tech leads. So